Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel once again with another new topic. So today here we are discussed regarding biochemistry part 3 practice MCQs. Hope you like my previous videos. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Keep supporting me and let's get today started with our part 3 MCQs. So our today's 31st question is, what can be the reason for obtaining blood gases? Option A, assessment of adequacy of oxygenation. Option B, assessment of adequacy of ventilation. Option C, assessment of acid base status by measuring the respiratory and non-respiratory components. And option D, all of the above. So the right answer is answer D, all of the above are the reasons which they are obtaining for blood gases. Next, moving on to our 32nd question. The site of arterial puncture must satisfy three requirements. So they are asking about what are the three satisfy requirements. Option A, available collateral blood flow. Option B, superficial or easily accessible. Option C, peripheral tissues, periarterial tissues. And option D, all of the above. So the right answer is answer D, all of the above are the sites of the arterial puncture that must be satisfied with these three requirements. Moving on to our 33rd question. What are the arterial blood panic pH levels? Okay, option A, less than 7.2 and greater than 7.6. Option B, less than 7.3 and greater than 7.5. Option C, less than 7.1 and greater than 7.7. Option D, less than 7.0 and greater than 7.8. So the right answer is answer A, that is less than 7.2 and greater than 7.6. Moving on to our 34th question. What is the normal range of venous blood pH? Option A, 7.35 to 7.40. Option B, 7.32 to 7.43. Option C, 7.33 to 7.44. Option D, 7.38 to 7.48. So the right answer is answer B, that is 7.32 to 7.43 is the normal range of the venous blood pH. Next, moving on to our 35th question. What is the normal range of venous blood PCO2? Option A, 5.0 to 6.7 kPa. Option B, 5.1 to 6.8 kPa. Option C, 5.2 to 6.9 kPa. Option D, 5.3 to 6.6 kPa. So the right answer is answer A, that is 5.0 to 6.7 kPa. What is the normal range of venous blood PO2? Option A, 2.6 to 6.5 kPa. Option B, 2.7 to 6.4 kPa. Option C, 2.8 to 6.3 kPa. And option D, 2.9 to 6.6 kPa. So the right answer for the normal range of venous blood PO2. So option A, 2.6 to 6.5 kPa is the right answer. So these are all the normal values. Please don't get confused in between the normal values of PO2, PCO2 and HCO3. Okay friends, moving on to our next question, that is 37th one. What is the normal range of venous blood HCO3? Option A, 20 to 28 millimoles per liter. Option B, 22 to 26 millimole per liter. Option C, 16 to 30 millimole per liter. And option D, 15 to 32 millimole per liter. So the right answer for the normal range of venous blood HCO3 is option B, that is 22 to 26 millimole per liter. Moving on to our 38th question. What is the normal range of full-term newborn cord blood? Okay, full-term newborn cord blood. Option A, 3.6 to 5.6 milli equivalent per liter. Option B, 5.6 to 12.0 milli equivalent per liter. Option C, 12.1 to 13.9 MEQ per L. Option D, 14.0 to 15.5 MEQ per L. So the right answer is answer B, that is 5.6 to 12.0 MEQ per liter. Moving on to our 39th question. Hyponatremia is seen in which of the following conditions? What do you mean by hyponatremia? First you have to know that. Option A, burns. Option B, GIT fluid loss. Option C, third compartment accumulation. And option D, all of the above. So the right answer is answer D, all of the above. So friends, first what do you mean by hyponatremia? That is sodium levels will be below the normal range. Okay, moving on to our 40th question. An emphysema patient suffering from fluid accumulation in the alveolar spaces is likely to be in the what metabolic state? Option A, respiratory acidosis. Option B, respiratory alkalosis. Option C, metabolic acidosis. And option D, metabolic alkalosis. So don't get confused in between acidosis and alkalosis. Acidosis is different and alkalosis is different. So the right answer is answer A, respiratory acidosis. Moving on to our 41 question. A person suspected of having metabolic alkalosis would have which of the following laboratory findings? Option A, CO2 content and PCO2 elevated, pH decrease. Option B, CO2 content decrease and pH elevated. Option C, CO2 content, PCO2 and pH decrease. And option D, CO2 content and pH elevated. So the right answer is answer D, that is CO2 content and pH is elevated. So next, moving on to our 42nd question. Metabolic acidosis is described as option A, increase in CO2 content and PCO2 with a decreased pH. Option B, decrease in CO2 content with an increased pH. Option C, increase in CO2 with an increased pH. Option D, increase in CO2 content and PCO2 with a decreased pH. So the right answer is answer D, that is decrease in CO2 content and PCO2 with a decreased pH. So friends, first let me tell you what do you mean by acidosis and alkalosis. Acidosis is nothing but it occurs when pH of the blood falls below 7.35, and alkalosis is nothing but it occurs when the pH of the blood rises above than its normal level, that is it rises above 7.45 level. So this is the difference between acidosis and alkalosis. Moving on to our 43rd question. Respiratory acidosis is described as increase in CO2 content and PCO2 with a decreased pH, decrease in CO2 content with an increased pH. Option C, increase in CO2 content with an increased pH. Option D, decrease in CO2 content and PCO2 with a decreased pH. So the right answer is answer D, that is decrease in CO2 content and PCO2 with a decreased pH. Moving on to our 44th question. A common cause of respiratory alkalosis is option A, vomiting. Option B, starvation. Option C, asthma. And option D, hyperventilation. So the right answer is answer D, because of hyperventilation it is the common cause of respiratory alkalosis. Alkalosis is nothing but what? Where it occurs, the pH level of the normal blood is raised above 7.45. Okay, moving on to our 45th question. Acidosis and alkalosis are best defined as fluctuation in blood pH and CO2 content due to changes in what? Option A, Bohr effect. Option B, O2 content. Option C, bicarbonate buffer. And option D, carbonic anhydrase. So the right answer for this is answer C, that is bicarbonate buffer. These both acidosis and alkalosis, that is both rise in the blood pH and also fall in the blood pH, they are best defined as because of the fluctuation in bicarbonate buffer they may get up and down. So friends, these are your biochemistry part 3 practice MCQs. Hope you like it. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Keep supporting me. Thank you friends.